let's pop back. I probably missed a few shrines, so later on I might start looking at a guide and run it by that.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Hmm. 101 armor. Oh, actually, no, it'll be less because it's 4%, but still. That has an extra 19. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, I completely misread what that said. Thought it said increases gold found. I was like, wait, what? It's iron in the game. You know, that's the currency.
See you around.
Okay, there should be the family here somewhere.
Got something you need stashed?
Ancient heart. It beats. It continues to beat within your bag with his eerie, steady rhythm. Oh my. It's almost musical. There we go.
Safe. Promise.
Um, are these up here anywhere? Yep, they're in here. Wow, these are new things to say. Probably playing with the kids. Wisconsin said you killed the bad man who's. Oh no. You killed the bad man who's making all the monsters. Is it safe to go outside then? There are there are more monsters, but I'll take care of them. Well, can you please hurry up? Alex and I want to go out and play. I'll get right to it. Did you really make the warden go away? He was so scary. That I did. Oh, you're really brave. I'll just do what needs to be done. Thanks for the new home. Daddy seems a lot better too. He always said there were no more good people left in the world. But now I know. But now I think he's wrong. Mila smiles at you. You're welcome. We weren't going to last much longer out there. We all knew it. Stephen just snapped one day. If you hadn't arrived when you did. Thank you. You're safe now. I'd like to thank you for talking me out of committing the biggest mistake of my life. We were struggling to survive and I got desperate. My family deserves better. Thank you for showing me that hope still remains in this bleak world. I'd like you to have this. It's a small token of our appreciation. I hope it serves you well. Thank you. Take care. Skinner Family Seal. Likely the most valuable item the family had ever owned. 1 to 3 physical damage, 10% increased physical damage, and 128 health, as well as 1000 XP. Thank you for bringing my family here. We could not ask for more given the times. We'll do our best to contribute. Glad to hear it. Your body better. General's Gold Band. Slight decrease to health, but slight increase to attack. Though is a bit of decreased offensive ability. But there is an increase. Oh wait, no. And there's a decrease to spirit as well. Okay, yeah, it just doesn't measure up. Good to see you again. Let's hear one of these stories. Soup.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Ooh, I can actually get him to make one of these relics now. What relic was the one I wanted? Oh yeah, Stormhound. Just lets you summon an extra minion. That would be lovely. What would I need? I need a Rampage. I need an Inferno. A variety of other bits. Mark the Traveler. Travelers use these marks when passing through Wild Country, so as not to be mistaken as hunters by Modrigan, the Beast God. What stops hunters from using them as, as a disguise? An assassin symbol granted upon the acceptance of a particularly dangerous bounty. Mistborn Talisman. It's an apparent relic that I don't actually have yet. A talisman carried by trolls to drive them into a mindless battle rage that does not end until every enemy lies dead. Also Mistborn. I actually had the first novel to that series. Then it fell and my OCD started killing me. Yeah, I was just like, no, I'm just gonna buy a new one. Just a new copy of it. And I still haven't. So, anyway. I'm not getting into the later end of, they sell some relics here. It teaches you how to make a component. Endless hunger. Breath of Death. A wave of vampiric energy erupts from you. 10% chance on attack. Some vitality damage.
See you around.
Never actually got a relic on my other character. I've actually a fair bit of content left to go, and I'm already level 24. Basically what I'm thinking is I might actually end up out-leveling my other character. Which again would actually kind of fit in, I think I was saying before, I'm not sure how much I said, but I was saying before about how it feels like I'm playing an MMO and I'm after out-leveling zones.
Broken down?
I'm puzzled. She doesn't know how to break stuff down yet, or do the other thing. So, Grim Dawn Inventory bag quests. Oh yeah, you actually can expand your inventory even further. I didn't think you could. Um, there's 4 quests that you do. I've already done one of them. And if you want to get a 5th bag, you have to do the second, third, or 4th quest on Elite. Cool. But anyway, Grim Dawn Inventor. Okay, let's see. The wiki hasn't actually been updated to account for the new changes to the inventor, where they can now change set items. Um, the inventor is able to dismantle one items after you do Dangerous Curiosity, which is the what one? Ah, that's when you get to respect it. You have to give Kasparov some dynamite, which sounds like a terrible idea. And oh, apparently, to actually get it, the last transmuting thing, it's actually as it's part of the Forgotten Gods expansion. Huh. As in, it was introduced with it, and the quest to transmute stuff is part of it. So if you want to actually transmute gear, you have to go and a fair bit way into the Forgotten Gods expansion to actually do so. Basically, what I'm saying is, I won't probably be transmuting this anytime soon. In fact, it's probably better off for me just to sell it or hold on to it and scrap it later on when she can break things down. Actually, no, I'll get more set items before then. It's probably better off to just sell stuff now. Bit of a damage increase, but lowers health. I'll stick with what I have. Nice health regen. I'll stick with what I have. I like this new change, and I won't sell that.
Come see what's left of my wares.
I like that new change about exchanging sets. I just find it's disappointing that it's halfway through the Forgotten Gods expansion. Because, I would have liked to have been able to use it earlier, given where I'll be doing Forgotten Gods. I'll be doing it after Malmouth. I'm doing it in like chronological order, because it feels weird to go to Forgotten Gods expansion now. It feels like Forgotten Gods is, will be too high tier for me. Him being here, I guess, would imply that's not the case, but I know, it feels wrong. So yeah, I hope they just keep adding like expansion on expansion onto this, and just really, you know, add a ton of content to this game. That'd be great. On to Noble. Apparition. Yeah, I hope they just keep releasing expansions for it. It'd be nice. Also, I now have the undead as a part of a faction. The zombies I've been fighting, they don't really count, it seems. Many tales are told about the undead endlessly roaming the ruins of Arkovia. Some believe them to be spirits trapped within the mortal realm, unable to cross over into their promised afterlife. Others will claim it to be the work of vile necromancy, a legion of undead cursed to serve a cruel master. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. One thing everyone can agree on is that the undead are extremely dangerous to the living. As such, looting their forgotten ruins is to be considered an ill-advised pursuit. You discover, and I've already said this earlier in actuality. There we go. They kept dodging. You find this out later on, but it turns out they're actually cursed to remain here. So, Stash. Oh, Barrows Waldlet, Lord of the Lost Souls. They are actually cursed to stay here by a necromancer, but not as an army, but just as a punishment. Ooh, reputation bonus, 75 extra rep with the other guys. With the rovers. It's an offhand, and an occultist offhand. While I theoretically could benefit from it, it's, like I said, it's an occultist offhand. It's, you fully benefit, like, personally, I am a two-hander person, but, ooh, Valavan, the Wandering Soul, and got bonus 35 rep with the rovers. While it is an offhand, well, ignoring, let me start again. Ignoring that it's an offhand, it's an occultist thing. They'll get the full benefit out of it, and I do feel always awkward about equipping an item that that it's physically impossible for me to get full benefit out of. It feels like I'm hamstringing myself. So, even if that wasn't an issue, I'd still feel weird about using it. Oh, nice. I do lose out on Torrent +1, but that's fine. I'm not actually benefiting from it. I still get +2 to Primal Strike, and it's basically a better version of Falcon's Claw. No, actually, one question. It gives you +3 to Storm Surge. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's basically a better version of what I have. And if I get all 3 bits, the skin, Wallcoder Skins, Cowl, and Decapitator, I get +1 to all skills in Shaman. And +15% crit damage, but whatever. +1 to all Shaman skills. Nice. Wouldn't mind getting a Necromancer set. But anyway. Sanctuary, safe haven in these trying times. +8% health, -10% physique requirement for armor, 20% pierce resistance, 2% chance of 2 seconds of stun retaliation. Sanctuary, 100% chance when hit by a crit. Protective barrier forms around you whenever an enemy manages to find the weak point in your defenses. 2,250 damage absorption, protects against physical, and a 33% reduced stun duration. Very nice. I'm even burlier now. Like, look. Beautiful. We'll go this way and loop around. Actually, you know what? Let's go out this exit. Well, at the same time, I prefer to come out of the same way I came in. Let's go out this way. Probably sure. What faction the Eldrick beings are with. One sec. I'm still recording. Going on for nearly 3 hours now. Dust-covered journal. And if I go this way, I can loop around to it. Don't remember this. I wonder if they've like put much new content into these areas, or did I just miss a ton? Because I know I wasn't too happy about exploring too much on my first time through. Because, like I said, I'm not really too sure how into ARPGs I am. I know, they just don't do it for me at a certain level. Also, I think I sold the boots, the set boots from the other place. You know, the ones with the stomp. I think I sold those. Sorry, they weren't set pieces. Just the boots, the rare boots. They just have the same color as set pieces, so it makes me think that it's a... I always think the set pieces have their own color, you know? If these crumbling stones could speak, what tales would they tell? 1,000 years of history lost to the ravages of time. What wonders and horrors have these stones seen? The splendor of a shining kingdom and the corruption that brought it all crashing down. All told within a few bits of rock. All of it is lost now. Only fragments remain in the old tombs and the forgotten places. I often wonder if King Rowan was deceived, that by abdicating his throne, he brought about the very thing he wished to flee. Also wonder how many of those last lords of Wachovia fled to this once great fortress to escape the collapse of their empire. The great Wacchovian Watch, guarding the southern borders. Did they hide in futile hope of being overlooked by the rampaging peasants who sought them out for their greed and arrogance? Or did they fight to the last? Were they captured and hung from the walls of their own strongholds? Or did they flee into the catacombs only to perish among the relics of the past? I sit here now and wonder what my fate will be among the ashes of the past. Will I join them, equally forgotten? Or will the bandits and horrors now stalking the world find me in this hiding place and tear me apart? Not sure it matters anymore. All the knowledge I've gathered, all the scrolls and tomes and memoirs I've written, none of them matter. That world is gone, lost to time. As the great Wacchovian Empire. We've been reduced to savages, fighting for scraps of food and blankets like packs of wild dogs. We murder one another for a place to sleep, and sacrifice our friends and family to blood cults in the vain promises of safety. I've always questioned whether the history of Erland would stand the test of time as Okovia had before us. Now I rather we were not remembered at all. Scribe Fagan of Burwich. There's light like shining right in my glasses and it's bugging me. Frost Revenant. This is why I hate recording during the day. And that riff there just makes me think of like the you know the Valve like riff at the start of like Half-Life 2. And that riff makes me think of Tristram music. Cleansed Blade of Ologot. Once tainted by the corrupting touch of Kachonians? This blade was restored to its former glory by the Luminari. Oh yeah, it's an Inquisitor blade. Really, this stops you? Like, goddamn. Nice. Well, actually, it did ding there. Alright, let's see. Wait. Ooh. Ah, I noticed there was an extra jump there. It gets an extra charge level once you hit level 9. So you get a 108% bonus. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna put a point here, and a point here. I hate how little you get, and you have to like level up the classes and abilities out of it. Okay, the wagon is still there, but the contents of it, it's like empty now, and the guy's gone. Portal, and I think the rovers are just down here. Yep. Hello. Pleased to meet a friendly face out here. Bandits don't usually grant us the courtesy. Since you are traveling these parts, I was wondering if you could help us out. What do you need assistance with? Our elder, Matthias, has gone missing following a recent raid on our camp. The elder was determined to keep her talisman, a precious relic of her people, away from their greedy hands, so he fled into nearby ruins when the bandits showed up. It's been several days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst. Please, if you find yourself exploring the ruins west of South and Mine, seek out Elder Matthias. If it is as I fear and the elder is dead, please at least recover the talisman. It is a small object carved from bone and carries great spiritual significance to us. We will be eternally grateful for its return. I'll search for your elder. Greetings, stranger. How pleasant to meet someone who doesn't begin a meeting with weapons. Can't say the same for the gang up the hill to the east. You're having trouble with bandits? Violent and bloodthirsty murderers, all of them. Everything we despise in this world. And now they've set up a barricade along the road to trap travelers such as ourselves. We've set up camp here while we decide what to do. The best course of action would be to blow that barricade, allowing our brothers and sisters of the road to travel in peace. However, we lack the means to do so. Say, you look like a capable sort. Let's make a deal. As much as they're pacifists and don't like using violence, they do seem willing to partake of violence on their behalf, if you get me. Also, they are also benefiting of my enchantment. Like, you see the leaves circling them. They don't normally have that. Stout in mine to the west of here is abandoned, but it may have some explosives. If you recover some dynamite and use to destroy that wretched blockade, I can offer you some coin for your troubles. Oh, what do you say? Sure, I'll help you out. Not the rovers I was thinking of. Don't know why the star is there. Discovered the fate of the outer yet. Oh yeah, I can spell dinner doing. I think I'll be stopping soon. Okay, you know what? Let's just head this way. Let's go hit up that mine. Also, I still never did find that bandit group. That, you know, the cultists back here. I never fucking found them. They aren't there, are they? Doesn't look like they would be. But yeah, I was meant to be able to like run into them and find. Wait, this is a tank. Oh yeah, that's something else. But they were meant to be here somewhere. You know? Maybe they're over this way, over here. But yeah, there's meant to be like a little house that they'd taken. You could find like a hint that there's treasure nearby, like a quest, and you could kill off some cultists. I need to just look at the fuck up since I'm having difficulty finding it. I was thorough and everything. Let's get into the mine. You have to get rovers to revered if you want to purge a particular shrine later on. So, you know, there's good value in getting rover rep. There's also good value in getting Devil's Crossing rep because it unlocks the second stage of the inventor thing. Oh, random bandits in here. Actually, how am I with the bandits? Some of them offer 1 point, some of them offer 2. Oh, actually, did I loot the weapon rack back in the warden's place? I don't remember. Ah, Those are just an untouched meal. And actually no interest in that. Nikolai's and Balthazar. Okay, enemy boss down. Got 75 bonus rep with Devil's Crossing. Let me out tab for a sec. And yeah, always good. Always good. Ooh, Blueprint Relic Corruption. Wait, I thought I saw this already. Whatever.
My inventory is full.
A crude explosive once fielded by demolitionists countered the devastating powers of magic users. That is actually kind of cool and makes sense. You know, if people can throw fireballs at you, just huck a fucking grenade at them. You know?
I'll give you a good
There's plenty ways to, you know, outburl mages with just, you know, mundane shit. You know, high enough tech level and all that.
Tinkering is my specialty.
see anything you like.
Oh, actually, wait, I still actually have the boots. I thought I'd actually accidentally sold them. I couldn't remember. I was just remember, you know, going through everything and just kind of like selling so much. I thought I'd accidentally sold them. I think I actually still had them. Need to keep the gloves that I have, otherwise I can't use my axe. No, I suppose there might be a way around that. Like actually using this point towards that. Road jelly. Consecrated secretion from giant wasps of old Orkovia, widely believed to carry restorative properties. Just taking off my glasses, the crack in them is getting on my nerves. Lightning Nova.
Mine well spent.
Okay, to the mine. I'm more than a little blind right now, so yeah, I'm just kind of picking up what's, you know, the color coded. Well, let's check this side. I'll go down south in a bit. Gonna have to double back one way or the other. I'm just getting stung by one of these bastards. Wee. not something you really want to contemplate. How am I doing on my money? Over 100,000. Pretty rich. I could go buy gear if I wanted to, but I don't think they ever really have anything you want. Vendors in these kind of games don't tend to. I know I bought gear before, but then I quite quickly replaced it, and I didn't actually need it. It only had a singular piece of dynamite, it seems. I'll go check the southern side on the off chance, but yeah, I think like literally this place only had a singular piece of dynamite. Alright, well, we'll leave via this entrance, and then we'll head down, keep going west. The Elder's meant to be that way. I said I'm a little blind, so I'm just like moving the cursor around, seeing like is there anything breakable, is there anything none. That's a few. Let's go to the priest. Disconnect the bridge. What rep level am I with the undead? Already a bit true. Unlike most groups of roaming bandits, Cromwell's gang appears to be highly organized and heavily armed, answering only to their self-proclaimed leader, Darius Cromwell. Having escaped Devil's Crossing prison following the chaos that ensued after the Grim Dawn, these criminals are now intent on taking the one place in the world that once denied them their freedom. Members of Cromwell's gang are sadistic, violent, and prone to acts of aggression against their fellow humans, epitomizing that perhaps the greatest threat to humanity is perhaps humanity itself. Ooh, dinner's done. Oh, we'll kill these. This has actually made me think of one area in Final Fantasy XIV, actually. What is that? You know, this thing. There's too much other things there. It's making it look weird. No other enemies here. Out, Matthias. Please, stranger, take this talisman. I carried it away from my camp to prevent bandits from stealing it, but nature has passed judgment, and I'm no longer for this world. Matthias pauses to clear his throat of blood. I implore you, bring the talisman to Grieven. He is at a rover camp just east of Stoughton Mine, in the Arcavian foothills. Tell him that I died protecting our relic. I will do as you ask. Not dead yet. Okay, yeah, dinner is done, so let's just get back to the camp and leave it there. Also, I'm just realizing you know, if I sided against the necromancers later on, I figure I'll end up fighting against undead. Will be a way of increasing 2 factions at one time. The blockade was clearly put up by local bandits in hopes of slowing down unwary travelers and turning them into easy pickings. Don't give me shit because I don't have dynamite anymore. Alright, let's go turn in both of these quests. Then I'll pause it and go get dinner. Any luck in your search for Elder Matthias? I found the Elder. I'm sorry. Ah, a great loss to our people. Elder Matthias did all he could to keep our talisman from bandit hands. Seems he'd given his life to preserve his duty. Tell me, did you find the talisman on him? Yes, actually, here it is. At least his death was not in vain. Thank you. The return of his talisman will lift the spirits of my people. 3,000 iron, 500 rovers reps, and 2,500 XP. You're welcome. Goodbye. You could have lied. Welcome back to our humble camp. You could have lied, but I don't see the point in doing so. You've returned. Was your venture successful? I destroyed the barricade. A job well done. Thank you. You've done good by us, and we won't forget it. 500 iron, 250 rep, and an increase to your inventory space. Nice. I forgot this was the one you had to do. My pleasure. Welcome back to our humble camp. May your road always be safe, and the wind ever at your back. Nice. I forgot you did get extra bags later on. I thought like you just got the one bag and fuck off after that. But no, thankfully the game's not quite that mean. Does mean a bit more time at shops, you know, checking stuff and whatnot when I do get around to it. But it'll be longer between shops, so it's all good. Anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon to record more. Till then, love and peace, baby.